This video is a review of writing equations of lines. So we're going to talk about problems that we did from the day 5 video and from the day 6 video. So in the first problem it says write the equation of the line through the point -2, -7 and a slope of 3 in PSF, which is point slope form. So remember that point slope form is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. When I look at what they're giving me, this is my x1 because it's the x coordinate, y1 is the y coordinate, and this is my slope, which is m. So I'm going to substitute those in. I'm going to replace m with 3. I'm going to replace x1 with -2. And I'm going to replace y1 with -7. Remember that when we put in a number for a coordinate of x or y, we're going to switch the sign. So because they're both negative, they're going to have plus signs in the equation. So we're going to have y plus 7 equals 3 times x plus 2. In number 2, it says write the equation of the line through the point 8, -1 and a slope of -3/4 in slope-intercept form. So remember that slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, where b stands for the y-intercept. So right now we don't have the y-intercept, so what we're going to have to do is again start in point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, and then move into slope-intercept form. So when I substitute, this is my x1, y1, and my m. So I'm going to have y plus 1 equals -3/4 times x minus 8. So in order to get into slope-intercept form, we're going to do two steps. The first step, we're going to distribute. So x times -3/4 is -3/4 x. And -3/4 times -8 gets us plus 6. And we can use a calculator to get that. And then we have equal to y plus 1. So to get y by itself, we're going to subtract 1 from both sides. And we get y equals -3/4 x plus 5. And that is going to be our slope-intercept form. Now in number 3, it says write the equation of the line through the points -3, 7 and through -11, 4 in point slope form. Now the problem is that we don't have a slope yet, so we're going to use our points to find the slope. So I'm going to call this x1, y1 because those were first, x2, y2. So remember to do slope, you can either create your own table or you can use the slope equation. If you use the slope equation, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So when I substitute those in, I get 4 minus 7 over -11 minus -3. That gets us -3 over -8. Because both of them are negative, we get a positive slope of 3/4, or 3/8. So I'm going to use the slope of 3/8, and I'm going to pick the first point now, and I'm going to put my equation in point slope form. So point slope form is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So we're going to have y minus 7 equals 3/8 times x plus 3. Number 4, write the equation of the line through the point -6, -3, and -8, 1 in slope-intercept form. So again, I still need to find my slope first. So I'm going to do my slope equation again. So I'm going to have 1 minus -3 over -8 minus -6. So on the top, that's going to get me 4, and on the bottom, that gets me -2. That reduces to -2. So I'm going to use the slope -2 and pick a point. So let's use the first point. Y plus 3 equals -2 times x plus 6. And then we're going to move that into slope-intercept form. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to distribute. So we get y plus 3 equals -2x minus 12. Then we're going to subtract 3 from both sides. So we get y equals -2x minus 15. So the reason that it doesn't matter what point you pick is if we do this again, and we use the other point now, so y minus 1 equals -2 times x plus 8. Now our point slope form equations look different, but when I go to distribute and solve for y, I get y minus 1 equals negative 2x minus 16. Add 1 to both sides, and I get y equals negative 2x minus 15. So notice it didn't matter in point slope form which equation we started with. When we move to slope intercept form, we get the same equation, which shows that even though those numbers are different in the point slope equation, it's still representing the same line.